evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's having a good night. Welcome to the show, whoever you are. I do not see your name, but welcome. It has been too long, guys. Far too long. Last week there was just so much going on. Birthdays and such, so. But we're here today. What up, Brandon, my friend? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. I'm gonna get this situated over here. I think we're about okay there. Hi, Diana. How are you doing? Welcome. We just getting the final touches. That's great, man. I am so glad to hear. So glad to hear. Trying out something new. I tagged some people. It had a list of 15 people. I am doing all right. It was a good day. Got the yard taken care of. And played with the kids most of the day. Outside in the sprinkler. So, trying my best to have a nice looking yard this year. So, I'm trying. But, yep. Something's going on with Facebook and me again. Only 3 folks in. That's alright though. I've got, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 geodes lined up for tonight, guys. So, we're going to start off with this little guy. As my good friend Mike would say, this is called a hamburger geode. This is one I collected down in Kentucky. It might just be a chunk of a geode, which I think that's what it is. But I want to just crack it in half and see if maybe there's some agate hiding in there. But we will see. We will see. Got the handy dandy safety glasses. Once I wipe them off. Welcome to the show, guys. How is everybody doing tonight? We've got 8 geodes lined up. This is the first one that we are going to be getting into. It might just be a chunk of a geode, but like I said, it is from Kentucky, so it might have some agate hiding in there. So we're going to find out. All right, there we go, there we go. Hey, Missy, how you doing? All right. Just a little one to start off with. And we got a whole lot of nothing. Hey, what up, Gary? Just cracked an ugly little geode here. Some really decayed quartz. But that's okay. You never know until you break it open. I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. Instead of just putting stuff on the ground, I'm just gonna set it on the bench over here. So at the end of the show, we can just go over there. exciting for the first one. Well, that's okay. Next, we're going to do this one here. Jason Brown is watching. Welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing? Got a nice size geode here. We're going to break it open. Something cool about it. It does have a little crinoid stem hiding in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it doesn't, it's not a rattler, but it is fairly light. So we're going to see what happens. And if you're watching and you did not see, I shared another collected video today over my YouTube channel, which I forgot to put a link to that in the description, but that's all right. But the third and final part of my not my last trip there, because I've been there a couple times since I filmed that particular video, but I shared another video today, so be sure to check that out, guys, if you have not already. It's pretty cool. We go and check out a road cut in southern Indiana, and we look for nodules instead of geodes, so that's pretty fun. It's a really beautiful place that I go to. Sorry, this one's got a really weird shape. Hey, Travis, my man. How you doing? How you doing? All right. Hoping for something nice. And it fell out of the chain. Come on. It's going to be one of those. Because why not? I hammered it in place, and it's still it still popped out of the chain. It's all right, not popping out this time. I need a lesson. So once they form crystals, they keep filling in over time and become solid, then decay. What's up, Justin? It depends. Some of them just kind of fill up. Some will just become solid and they'll stay solid. That one there, when I say filled in, it didn't fill in completely solid. There were gaps. Hold on, let me grab it. So you can see it looks pretty porous. So it filled in, and then those crystals in there just all, you know, they weren't very, very big. So they, that iron getting in there didn't just discolor them, it just kind of ate it all away. Sorry, it is hot, so I'm wiping the sweat from my face. Oh yeah, I heard that you guys, well, I heard he was going to the UP, and I made the assumption that he was going to be meeting up with you because he had talked about it. But heck yeah, man. I hope you guys have some luck. Find me some cool stuff. All right, here we go, guys. Geode number 2. All right. And even though it was light, it's solid. We do have a little cavity there. Well, thank you, thank you. I love my Cubs. So, another solid one. Hey, Sasha in the house. How you doing? Welcome. Now the party's here. Woo. Let me hydrate. And then, after we crack open all these geodes here, I have some other geodes to show you guys. Some ones that I recently purchased and added to my collection. We're going to do this one. This one's already got a little bit of a crack in it, so I'm just going to go around this way. I've cracked open 2. I'm going to do 6 more. But yeah, if this is your first time watching, I do this every week except for last week I missed. But I do anywhere from 8 to 10 to 12. Some nights I just go crazy. I think there was one night I cracked open 20 of them, but I have a lot. So I'm able to do this and break open a bunch. Because if I didn't film it and live stream it, I would still be breaking them open anyways, because I love it. And now I just share with everybody else. Alright, geode number 3, guys. So if you are curious, this device here is called a soil pipe cutter. I find these, I find them in southern Indiana is where I go and collect them. That's here in the U.S. I'm not sure where you are located. Southern Indiana is where I go to collect them. I've gone to somewhere in Kentucky to collect them too. But yeah, they're all over the place in southern Indiana. All right, that one did not take much, like I said. But this one is from Kentucky, so there's a good chance that it's going to have some agate in it. It's pretty dirty right now, so it needs to be cleaned up for sure. But not too bad. So with this, now what I would do with this, I would clean it up some, and then I would just throw it on the saw and I would just slice it and see. Because with geodes like this, and I've noticed and learned with ones from Kentucky, there is agate in them. Sometimes it's not super apparent. Sometimes it's like fortification agate that will be, you know, inside this, just this layer here. So sometimes you just got to cut it open to find it. For example, this is a piece, just a rough piece of Kentucky agate that I found when I was down there. And I cut it open to reveal those beautiful bands. So really, really pretty stuff. And I'm hoping, really hoping to get back down there the second week of July. That's the plan, but it may be changing, so I don't know. Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for you guys that I'm able to make it down there. Do some more filming and collecting. At that time it would be just me and my brother going down, so we'd be able to just focus on collecting. Last time I went down was with the whole family, and I set some time apart to go and collect, and the rest of the time was at camp with the family, which was fun. And even then, at camp with family consisted of my daughter Paisley and I going and looking for rocks, and we did some filming and things like that, which that's actually the next video I'm working on, is the filming that her and I did down in Kentucky. Because last trip we took to Indiana, the plan was to have some time where she was going to just guide us wherever we were going to go, but it just didn't work out that way. So, instead, how long a drive is it for me to get to Kentucky or to Indiana? Kentucky is, I think, 6.5 hours for me. 6 or 6.5. And Indiana is like 3.5. Yeah, Indiana is about 3.5 to my main spot I collected. And then when we went down to Kentucky, I think it was about 6.5 hours, not counting stops and stuff for the kids. Now this geode here, guys, I think is going to be probably solid, but we'll see. Mostly solid, but we do have some quartz in there. A little cavity. Man, we are not doing too hot so far, guys. But that's all right. I've got a couple rattlers that I'm saving. This big guy, it's got a hole right there already, but curious to see what else is in there. Where do I get them all? Like I said, southern Indiana. And what do I do after breaking them? Let me break this one open, and I'll show you my shelf. I use them in my landscaping, and I also have now, since I ran out of space in here and I needed to really clean up to prepare for the summer of collecting, I've got a geode graveyard outside. There have been people who have purchased geodes from me before. Now this group is not about sales, and this video and this stream is not about sales. But if you want, you can send me a message and I can talk with you. And I know lots of people that collect and sell geodes too. So, not advertising, not saying anything like that, guys. Please don't delete my videos. You know me, come on. But those are common questions after folks view my stream. Finally got it. Now this one here, I'm not certain if it's from Indiana or if it's from Kentucky, but it's a geode either way. Pardon me to wipe my face. Nobody wants to see a fat guy sweating. Virginia Billings. Oh, White Sox, baby. Ouch. You know what? You know what? I love all of Chicago. I'm born and raised. I still live on the south side. That's where I'm streaming from right now. My preference is the Cubs, but I'm a Chicago fan at the end of the day. If it's White Sox up against anybody else, I'm voting for the White Sox. But if it's crosstown rivalry, I'm going with my Cubbies. I'm sorry. Anyways, here we are with another geode, guys. Geode number 455. Yeah. Doesn't want to play nice. All right. That one just kind of exploded. So it appears that the cavity that we saw, that was about it. But I'm always curious when it's got a lot of clay and stuff like this to see what's underneath it, because I never can really tell, especially when it's this hard. Sometimes it's quartz, sometimes it's chalcedony, sometimes it's both. But I will find out and I'll let everybody know. And if you did see my video that I posted on YouTube today, and if somebody wouldn't mind sharing the link to my channel, I would appreciate that. Why do I always throw it so far away? But in that video, I went and collected some nodules at a road cut. So I'm actually tomorrow going to be doing some filming of cutting some of those open on my saw, which is going to be really exciting because I've not done a cutting video. So I'm excited to film that. Now this one is a horned coral, I think, or something. But I'm not too sure. I think this one is from Kentucky, because the bin that I pulled this out of, on the bottom of that one had what was left of my Kentucky geodes. And I was low on space, so I had to throw the ones from my recent trip in there. But it's going to be an interesting. And then I think I have 2 rattlers over there. I know one for sure, but I think both those ones, well, those geodes sitting up there rattle. I think. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Look at this. All this clay on the ground and these geodes. Alright. Man, we are just striking out with solid geodes. Although, hold on, this one I want to why would there be water in my big water bottle? Sorry, had to use a garden hose. But sometimes in these ones, when they're broken like this and super white and get that texture because of how it cracked, it's hard to see. So this one I might try and cut and see what kind of crystal structures we have in there. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And with that, I'm kind of changing up the way I do my show a little bit. So like I said earlier, I'm putting everything over onto the workbench, so then at the end I can just move my tripod over there and show everything. Then my light's there. I've got some other geodes I'm going to show you guys. And then in the back, I have all my UV reactive petrified wood from Washington. So, while we look at all the geodes under the UV light, we get to look at that stuff again too. All right, here we go. This one, I hope is not solid, because if it's solid, then that's really terrible, because we've only really had one hollow. You live in Indiana, 10 miles from Seymour. Can you be more specific? Seymour, how far is that from Bloomington and Monroe Lake? Because I'm in that general vicinity, a little further south. I don't necessarily give out the locations that I go to. I do meet up with some folks occasionally. But I can definitely point you in the right direction, and I can give you the location of a playground or a park that's located next to a creek that has geodes in it. You are not allowed to take those geodes, but it's a great place that I like to send people to that are going to look for them for the first time, because they are there for sure, and you get to see it in the environment. And then, like I said, that area is just loaded with creeks, so you literally leave that park and you can have no problem finding another public access to a creek or a washout or anything like that. But here we are, guys. Geode number 7 of the night. So we've got one more after this, but like I said, that one is a rattler for sure. And I think it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be some pretty quartz in there. But we will see. We're losing the chain. I'm going to have to go sideways on this one. Definitely confirms my suspicions. Or I wouldn't say confirms. Supports my suspicions that this one here in particular is also solid. I think I need to not be as active before I do my streams. Let me elaborate. Being like moving stuff and lifting stuff up and like getting my blood pumping, my adrenaline going, because I think that maybe after I do stuff like that and I go and pick up geodes, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is pretty light. You know, I feel like I'm kind of at a loss, or disadvantage, I should say, doing it after I'm active. And it's not going to feel quite as heavy because the blood's pumping already. Not completely solid. There's a little, very circular cavity in this one of some really pretty, what I call snowflake quartz, just because it's a nice icy white. Still got some sparkle to it. That's really pretty. This one I wish I had a slab saw. Like if I did, I would slab it, and then I would cut out that center piece, and I would try and make a cab with that cavity in the center of it, because that goes pretty deep, and this has got some length. So I'm kind of happy with this one, because I will get a slab saw at one point. They are expensive as used vehicles, but I will save up, slowly but surely. I will get one. All right, guys. The last geode of the night. But like I said, it is a rattler. And it was something that turned geode. Like, quite obviously, it's got a very apparent shape. So, and so I'm hopeful for this one, guys. I'm hopeful. Whew. It's so hot in here. I even have the garage open, the door open. I got a fan out here. It is just hot. All right. Whew. Oh yeah, Tim, I agree. I agree 100%. All right. I really hope that the chain does not fall off of this one. And I really hope we get something like super flippin' awesome. That's some really nice quartz, but we'll see. All right, well, it just like exploded everywhere. But, anyways, it was botryoidal chalcedony that we can see. And you ready to see what was rattling around in there? It's a little chunk of barite. It's really cool because you can see the grooves and impressions of where it grew on top of this chalcedony in here. I'm sure I could figure out where it sat unless that portion exploded. Nope, look at that. You can see. See how it sits in there? Let me take these stained glasses off. Pretty interesting. A little frustrated that it just kind of exploded. But that's alright. Alright, now give me a second. I'm going to turn off some of these lights so that we can get the full effect of the black light. And I need to move my fan. So momentary break here. If you're sitting, stand up, stretch your legs. If you're standing, sit down. Why are you standing? But alright, hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm back. Da, 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 da. I think we're gonna do this. Oh. I'm spoiling secrets. Not ready yet. Turn my lights around. Ignore the things to the right of your screen. It's not time to see them yet. Alright, sorry. But, here we go. We're just going to check out a couple of these. These are what we cracked tonight. Nothing super spectacular, unfortunately, but they can't always be amazing. This one's some pretty quartz. This is the nice cavity. Avery, what's up? Yeah, Facebook's angry with me. Sorry, the little bugs that are addicted to the light. You little junkies, get out of here! But nothing super spectacular, unfortunately, with this stuff tonight. This was the one from Kentucky, though, so I'm excited to see what's going on with that. But we are going to check all this stuff out here with the UV light really quick. So, let me grab that. I'm actually going to dismount this. And turn that one off. Turn that one off. And that one on. Okay. So we got some calcite in here. So that's pretty interesting. I love how the calcite glows. We also have some calcite in this. That's that yellow you see up there. Calcite here. This is the Kentucky one. We've also got some calcite, or that could be agate in there as well, because some of the agate there glows. Maybe a little bit of a aragonite going on in that. But give me a moment here. I'm going to cover the screen for just a second here again, because I need to move something out of the way. And I'm going to turn the light back off, and I'm going to show you guys some of this really awesome petrified wood from Washington that loves UV light. Oh, I think my battery's going. There we go. Check this stuff out. Now I cannot pick any of that up right now. Once I get this thing back in the mount, I can. But this stuff is crazy. Look at the calcite in that one. Just another geode I've cracked. Got some more in here too. I actually cut some of it. The piece right there in the center of the screen is one that I cut. All right. Find the lights here again. Sorry guys, I don't want to surprise. I don't want to. There we go. So you guys are going to look up that way while I kind of reorganize here. Sorry. Check out my garage. Look at my lawnmower over there. I just did the grass today. Goodness, I wish I had an assistant. Anybody in the Chicagoland area looking for work? I'm not able to pay you. Except in geodes. Come be my assistant. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, I'm okay. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys some of this. I will be getting more. Absolutely. Because this stuff right here is going to help me get my slab saw. Avery knows what I have. But don't say anything more. Sorry, guys. Ready. Check out these things. Come on, tripod. Work with me. Work with me. It's not working with me. That's all right. I'll just show you one at a time. Check out this thing. You can see it's from Uruguay. Got some really pretty calcite in there. Where in the world? A random piece of dog hair. I don't even have a dog. Alright, that is one. Here, let me lift this up. Here we go. Check this one out. It's super cool. I love them. This one is just big old chunk of agate in there too. This one is going to be in part of a giveaway that I'm going to be doing on one of my social media platforms. I'm having my TikTok channel is going to race with my Instagram channel because they're both fairly new. The first channel to get to 1,000 subscribers or followers, I'm going to do a giveaway of this thing. Those channels have the same name as my YouTube, Geode Cracker and Collector. Check out this one. It's got some really cool calcite in it too. I'll turn the lights off and show you the calcite in these things. This one is my wife's because it's an owl. It's this goofy owl face, and there's the body. It's not actually an owl. It's just that's what I think it looks like. But that eye is actually from a stalactite. And this thing has got agate all the way around, all the way around it. And then here are my two favorite pieces. This one broke, but I was able to fix it. So Avery, if you're watching, that Loctite, ow, dang mosquitoes. That Loctite super glue worked well. It's a gator face. Look at that. Big old negative calcite at the end. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get a bug zapper for out here. Woo! I started doing streams in November, so this is a challenge. I got my garage door wide open because it's hot, but man alive, these bugs. But look at how far back that cavity goes. Oh, dang. All right, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I had to get the centronella candle going just to put it by my feet because that's where they're at. But do the show in a bee suit. Yes, if someone donates a bee suit, I will wear it. I don't know how much those cost, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say expansive. But, alright guys, so I'm going to do, I think it's only this piece, this one, the owl, and then this one. These are the ones that have got the calcite, so I'm going to flip the lights off here really quick, and we'll check these one out with the UV light. Let me make sure I know where the UV light is before I turn the lights off. There we go. Done. And oh, that's pretty. Look at the agate glows too. Look at that just core of pink in there. That's crazy. That agate glows pretty too. Oh, it does have a little bit of phosphorescence. You can see there, phosphorescence is when it retains the glow. So that's the owl. Like I said, this one here has got a little bit of calcite as well. And lastly, that calcite in there, which we can check out. Oh, look at this side. That's pretty. But, alright guys, there we have it. Not too eventful with breaking open the geodes, but checking out these other ones was pretty fun. In my opinion. I mean, I think they're pretty cool. I enjoy it. I prefer to go out and collect things myself, but I don't know the next time I'm going to go to Uruguay and be able to look for some amethyst geodes like this. So I had no problem purchasing these. And like I said, these are going to be helping me get my slab saw. So these are temporarily mine, but they will be changing hands. If you're curious about that, follow my other socials. Follow me on YouTube. I'll have a video going on about that and what my plan is. But that is everything, guys. Hold on, let me... I guess I'll turn it so you guys can see my face. There we are. That is everything. It's hot. I'm sweaty. All the lights are off. But it was a fun show. Ooh, check that out. It's the ring light. I'm like them fancy TikTokers now, guys. But anyways, I really enjoy doing this. I love doing it. Even if I had one person watching, if I had no people watching, I'd still be doing the show. So the fact that I've got just even 12 people, haha, gotcha. 12 people watching right now is super awesome. So you guys are all really amazing people. Lana, of course, it is my absolute pleasure. I will continue to do this every week, pending life, you know, because sometimes I just can't do it like last week. So my apologies if you're upset with me. Don't hate me. I have a life. I'm sorry. But, yeah, until next time, guys, have a wonderful evening wherever you are in the world. Keep on cracking.